everybody, how are you doing today? I am very well, thank you. Look, today I am back in my Haunted Mansion Golden Book journal. I made this journal last year to put all my Halloween things in, and as you can see I did do quite a few things in here last year, and I was so happy to reach it out again this year. So last year I did this painting of a haunted house. I used random colours as well, like I chose random colours, but this year I wanted to do another haunted house. So the first thing that I did was actually look into planning of the house. I also did this last year of what I wanted to do. I found 2 or 3 houses online, like real houses, and I looked at the window shapes and different structures, and I took things that I wanted from the house and then I made it into this, as you can see, this sketch outline of a haunted house. And just with my pencil there, I'm also pointing out things that are important, things that I must have in the final sketch. So actually sketching the house out, as you can see, I first started with the bottom, so I put a big line at the bottom where I wouldn't want to go past, and I also put 2 dots at the top where I wanted the the points of the house to be, where I wanted them to end as well, so I knew not to go too far up the page and too far down. I tend to draw quite big, so I like to be just a little bit more mindful of that when I'm drawing big things. So moving on to the painting of the house, today I'm going to be using these absolutely beautiful watercolours by a company called Boku Undo. They're made in Nara in Japan. I love Nara, it's such a beautiful place. So I was so excited to try these out. They are called e-sumi, which basically means like black ink or painting ink, and usually they are used for doing paintings solely in black. Usually it's just black, or for calligraphy, as you probably know. So having this range of colors, like these colors that have like different tones in them, has been really fun for me to try out, and I have been wanting to try this ever since I bought it. So I actually got it when I was in Japan, but you can buy this online, so don't worry, you can actually get hold of it if you want to. Something that's kind of interesting to me is that all the colors are just called the normal colors, like purple, yellow, green, but in English they're called reddish black, yellowish black, greenish black, bluish black, and so on. And I really like that. I thought that was kind of cute that's what they were called. But as you can see, they are those colors, like a reddish black, and I just love having this range of colors in black ink. I haven't really had a set like this before. I have definitely used inks before and black, and I also had like a blue, like a really deep blue sumi ink that I bought from a very old paint shop, like traditionally made paint shop in Kyoto, and I love that paint as well. So I was very excited to try these inks. So as you can see on the left there, I did water them down quite a bit because I wanted to build up the layers of the colors. I didn't just want to start at the darkest tone that you could get. As you can see, I tested first on the left hand side of the page the darkest tone I could get and the lightest that I could get by adding more water, and then in my little palette on the left, you can just about see it on the left side of the screen, I added the pigment, and then I added more water. So I had different amounts of water, if that makes sense. Like I diluted the ink itself so that my first layer was almost the lightest it could be, so then I could just build on top of those layers with shadow, and add another layer to make it look like a shadow. I also wanted to include all of the colours in the house. I thought that they go so perfectly together. Like no 2 of these colours don't sit well together. They have like the same tones, and I just thought it was such a perfect palette for a haunted house. Like I said last year when I painted a haunted house, I chose the colours randomly. Like I think I closed my eyes or something and chose the colours, and Even though I really love the way that house turned out, for this one I just wanted to do a little bit more of a traditional haunted house. I also wanted to put some more detail into it, so I spent a long time painting this one. Well, not too long, it was a few hours, but I painted all the wood paneling in, and I painted the roof as well, the tiling on the roof, and all the little details in the windows, and just having that extra, putting that extra time into it, I really think it made the picture pop a lot, and I really love the way that it looks. I also felt like it was missing something towards the end, so I added in some curtains, like some very, very pale grey curtains, which you can just about see. I apologise for my head bobbing in and out of frame, by the way. When I'm adding detail like that, I tend to get really close so you can see what I'm doing, and I almost forget that there's a camera above me, so I do apologise for my head bobbing in and out of frame. But yeah, I felt like it was missing a little bit of something, so I added this sort of the brown in the foreground there, and also some trees at the either side, and I really took my time when I was painting this, and I think that you can tell that I've taken more time with it. I don't know which of the two houses I prefer. I think I might be leaning a little bit more towards this house. I would actually love to live in a house like this. Like, yeah, that's going to be it for this week's video. Short and sweet, but I really hope you enjoyed it. I will be back next week with a brand new video as always. Take care. Have a lovely week. Bye.